Alright, so yeah, for Luchin and anyone else who gives a fuck, this is just going to be a quick range kill for Rax. This is the gear I'm using. I'm going to use Sharpshooter Aura. It's 5% accuracy, full ceramic, armor boots, nightmare gaunts, Noxious bow with P3 E2, Sign of Life, a Slam Surgeon's Vigor Switch, Dark Bow for the shield, an Overload, Prayer Renewal, Replan 6, 4 Restores and Excalibur. Just to make P4 easy, we're just going to roll with Revolution and we're going to have Ability queuing turned on just to make things a bit easier. And you'll see why in P4 it makes it really fucking easy. It's almost impossible to fuck up with ranged. Alright, so we're going to do Darkness Path just because it's probably one of the easier paths to start out on, and it's the one I need. So we're going to pot up, turn on prayers, burn the web. We're going to do first basic, second basic, third ability is going to be preparation. Then we're going to start counting auto attacks. So that's 1, 2. Then he does his ability, so then we start the counter again. So 1, 2, 3. That's his fourth. So now we use freedom or anticipate. We've already used anticipate, so we use freedom for the next one. He's going to do the special. We spam click the ground to get out of the cocoon. Food brew if you need to. A figure switch. Use ultimates. Switch back. Okay, so he's web shield. We took a lot of damage there because their range is quite high. What you'd usually do with range is you try and snipe and then quickly reso if you need to heal. But our snipe was on cooldown because we're using Revolution on this kill. This is pretty much it for P1. We just keep wailing on him. So we're trying to use anticipate and freedom as much as we can, just so we can get out of his special attacks easier. Helps if we turn the aura on as well. XD. So we managed to get a nice reso there. And this is it, we're pretty much just chilling. If you're low on food or you want to save food, you can use Devotion and Debilitate as well, just to make yourself take a bit less damage. Now you see, because I was talking there, I missed the Anticipate and the Freedom. Doesn't matter, just eat up through it, keep damaging the boss. Now he's low enough, we're just going to take him onto the dark phase now. You want to try and get him to around 10% health just before you take him through. It just makes it a bit easier. It's not, you're not going to have to do that damage later on, basically. Now I'm quite high in rage, so I'm going to take more damage than what you normally would. But there's a few ways we can stop that. We can equip shield bow, we can prayer flick, we can tank the eggs, we can reso. There's a couple of things we can do. So I'll try and show as much as I can. So I'm going to turn a prayer off there, resonance, splash the mage hit, typical. Resonance is still up. Never mind, we just got hit for a 0. Now we're getting kind of close spawns right now, so you're not having to see it. But for these long spawns, we usually just surge towards them. Now, if you fail to catch these eggs, the worst thing that's going to happen is you're going to get hit. Sorry, it's going to spawn 3 spiders from each of the eggs. They're not a problem at all. They're only range ones, I think, or mage ones. So at this enrage enemy, we're on like 180, something like that. You're better just tanking the damage from the light. Okay, so that's the quick time event there. Every time when you're in this path for too long, he eventually starts doing that thing. He'll charge towards you. I suggest you just look that part up, because the way his 2 front legs position themselves depends which key you have to push. So that wide bottom stance basically means we had to jump over him there, so we just pushed the up arrow. Again, we're just tanking that. So yeah, this is a prime example of when the fucking spider spawns, so we're just gonna quickly kill these. Get into the next light, just to reduce the damage we're taking. Using the shield bow again. Okay, that's kind of a good egg spawn there. So we'll just step out. Okay, we missed an egg. It's not the end of the world really. And again, just for those auto attacks coming in, we're just trying to make sure we're hitting all of those. So his legs went to the right there, so I pushed the right arrow. And that's the wall broken down. Now we can quickly move through. You need to be careful though when it's transition. Sometimes he will immediately go into a swipe attack. It's kind of random. So you can sometimes just get one shot straight off the bat, which is pretty unfortunate. And now we just start wailing on him again. Now these acid spiders that spawn, we're going to wait until a few of them spawn, and we're going to wait until we have Araxxor a bit lower, and then we're going to lure them into him, and I'll show you how to do that in a second once we've got him down a bit. So again, just going to vigor switch back, we're going to sip in a adren pot here just to get our adren up a bit faster, and we're just going to start tunneling the boss. Trying not to forget our anticipates, etc. I'm going to devotion now because I'm just taking a bit of damage, so I may as well just reduce that. There's no reason to take that much damage. Now I've just rapid fired, so I'm going to stand out of the light just because I don't want to waste my death swiftness time. Okay, just get a little bit lower and we'll start luring the spiders. Luring the spiders in this phase, healing him in this phase, and increasing his attack speed in this phase is a lot more advantageous than having to deal with that shit in P4. Like, you don't want to deal with that. So now we're just going to start luring. He's already done a special attack. Just be careful of the melee hits when we're this close to the boss. It's nice to stay full HP. And what I usually do is I usually just kite the boss back along a path. So I'll cast while I'm moving. He moves faster than the green spiders, and he'll absorb them. So he's just absorbed the ones there. We got cleaved there. You're not supposed to do that. If that ever happens, if you do get cleaved, just don't panic, just instantly food brew. It's no big deal. Okay, we forgot one acid spider, but it doesn't matter. We got the majority of them and that's all that matters. As long as we're consistent with P4, it doesn't really matter. We're just going to empty our yak, put some more food in our inventory. Adrenaline stall a little bit. Your first 3 kills on this boss, you're not going to be able to spawn in as fast as that. You're going to have a small cutscene to watch. Just get our food up, make sure that's the only thing I have to focus on. So now, we're playing mage, so he instantly attacks us with range. And then all we do is flick back and forth. So mage, range, mage, range, mage, range. Cleave, just step back a bit, do the cycle again. And that's all it is, it's just back and forward, really easy, really simple. It's all you're focusing on, especially Revolution, that's all you have to worry about. Even the light, fuck the light, you know? Just we're going to tank through that, just eating food, flicking our prayers. That's all we're doing, eating food, flicking prayers. And this is the easiest you can do this, like the easiest. See, I even fucked up a prayer there, it hit me for 2k. That's all we're doing, just flicking back and forward. The best time to flick is once you see the projectile. And now we're going to queue up an ability, so you can see I've queued up my W there, which is snapshot. That means as soon as my character has enough adrenaline, he's going to cast it. So I'm not worrying about anything else. My character's going to cast that as soon as he can. I'm just fricking players. The Dark Core came out. Just focus on eating. Focus on the prayer switch. The prayer switch is the most important thing. Now that last bit happened kind of quickly there, but when the Dark Core comes out, he bounces around 5 times. And on his 5th bounce, he's going to bounce here. And then he's going to bounce onto you. Now that hit, when he lands onto you, is going to hit pretty hard. But the main thing is, just concentrate on your prayer switches, because if you fuck up your prayer switch, he's going to hit you hard, you're going to take that prayer hit, and then you're going to take the core hit as well. You take that one core hit, and then you just move out the way. You can move one tile, or you can move a bunch, it doesn't matter. Just move away from it, and that resets its bounce counter, and then it's going to bounce 5 more times again, and then it's going to land on you again. But that's it. The last phase, just easiest way to do it. Don't overcomplicate it, you don't have to rush it, you don't have to get a super fast kill. Just chill, just revel on, ability queue on, queue up your threshold, your character will cast them as soon as they can, and all you focus on is just flicking between your 2 prayers. Let's see what we got. 2 onyxes, that's not bad. An easy 4 mil. And that's it, man. I hope this is useful to you in some format or another.